I get asked a lot and very often, how come I win so many auditions? Well, I have two partners in crime for my luck and success, continuous success. And they are, number one, right here, my MoBa clarinet, and how I use it with what I call lovingly the lie detector. Now, this is one of the things that people say that, oh yes, but I practice with the tuner and with the metronome. But actually, you have to practice those things consistently and know how to use it. First of all, people will think that, oh, this is an endorsement of the instrument. Yes, but it's not in as much as, oh, just play the MoBa. This instrument is infinitely better in tune than many of the commercially available clarinets out there. And the reason why I play it is because I don't play the other ones is because they're fundamentally out of tune. Okay, there's no way around it. If you don't have a low F bend key, for sure you're gonna be playing your low F out of tune. Your low F will be low, flat, and tubby. So if you don't have this, then you have that problem. Now, there are other instruments that have this note, the ABCs that are very sharp. You know, they're sharp, and then we try our best to be moving around and doing all these things, and that actually does not work. Now, when I have been able to play with my colleagues in the Chicago Symphony and the Berlin Philharmonic and in the New York Philharmonic also, one of the first things that people always compliment me on is how in tune I play. And while that I feel very happy that that's a compliment, that shouldn't really be a compliment if you want to be an artist and try to be a professional musician, because playing in tune should be basic. Okay? Now, if in an audition, for example, if you're going for a clarinet that doesn't have the vent and your low F is flat and your ABCs are sharp, when you play the Mozart concerto, within the first two lines already you're playing several notes that are out of tune. Okay? Now, if we can hear it, if I can hear it, I don't even have perfect pitch, but if I can hear it, you better believe that the concertmaster, the music director, usually can hear that and much more, which means that they are not sympathetic to our little group of clarinet players that are perfectly fine playing out of tune just because we have a similar little label over there. That's unacceptable. We're in the 21st century, and you actually have to play in tune and with an instrument that has great evenness, because quality of sound, the tone color, whether it's bright or dark or whatever, those things, and the actual kind of phrasing that you do, those things are actually quite subjective. But playing in tune isn't. You're either playing, you know, in the finals you have to play with piano, and then sometimes you have to play with the ensemble, and if you are a little bit off, it really does not matter how pretty you think your sound is. It really doesn't, because, for example, some of what we call our traditional tone that we love in America, that goes all the way back to some of the teachers from the 60s, etc. You know, if you play with that sound in Germany, it will sound sort of small and thin, because they use a different style of playing and different instruments, and their tonal concept requires a different kind of sound. If you play with that same sound that we supposedly love in England, they will think that it's a little too small and too tiny, because it lacks the flexibility to be singing, and there's no vibrato, etc. So you see, there's music making that goes on very well in many different countries, and you cannot say that the London Symphony doesn't sound great, or the Berlin Philharmonic, right? So there is another way to be able to do those things, and it is you have to actually be able to have your craft do the absolute basics of being able to play in tune and with an even sound.